Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to Sneaker Stories as always. I'm your host Chris Jack. Today checking out a pair of shoes I picked up actually in January. Completely forgot I hadn't reviewed it. It's none other than the black and white, aka the Panda Dunk Lows from Nike. Without further ado, let's check them out. Alright, so the Dunk Low Pandas is what people are calling them. Black and white colorway, super straightforward, kind of general, kind of dunk, nothing special about it, just the standard Dunk Low from Nike. But this one, however, here in South Africa, when it did originally release, I think on January 17th, along with the EU release of the shoe, if I'm not mistaken, was insanely limited in numbers. I think the men's release, which was the primary release that we had here in South Africa, was next to no pairs, like probably like 60 pairs max, maybe even less, maybe even 30. I don't know. There were just no stock of these literally anywhere. So right off the bat, the resale prices of these skyrocket to around 8, 9, 10,000 Rand, depending on the size, simply because there were just no pairs available. But being the colorway that this particular one is, just so neutral and black and white coloring, it really was something that was high in demand for a lot of people, just as kind of a staple of the closet, I guess, as something super easy that's just literally going to go with anything that you want to wear. It was really just a shoe that for me, I needed in the collection. But just to show you around the shoes, starting with the outsole, the standard Dunk Low outsole of course, and then the white sole kept completely white here with white stitching throughout. Into the upper of the shoe, it's very basic standard Dunk leather that you get with the Dunk Lows, or at least just the normal versions of them, but then obviously the color blocking of the white and black on this as well. They do provide you with one set of flat black laces, which obviously come laced into the shoe. There is no secondary set of laces with this pair. From a tongue perspective, you've just got the Nike branding at the top here on that tag, and the rest of the tongue is just simply nylon. Now moving into the toe box over here, you've got the standard perforations here down on the white leather section. Again, I'm going to just talk about leather quality. It's very standard leather quality. It's something that's always blown me away with hype on dunks. Like, you can look at this particular pair, which is like, I guess 9,000 or whatever, the UNLVs, which released in much higher quantities. These are sort of around 4 to 4,500 Rand. And then you've got something like the Kentucky Dunk over here, which didn't release in South Africa, which sells for like 16,000 Rand. But ultimately, all three of these shoes side by side, obviously different quantities or more limited nature, they're ultimately just the same shoes at the end of the day. The leather quality, the makeup, all of that kind of stuff is all the same. But you know, when it comes to limited product, prices go up. So you really do have to be a huge Dunk fan if you are willing to put the kind of money into some of the more limited colorways. However, when I say that, there are also a whole range of other Dunks that are a bit more premium in nature. One that comes to mind is the medium curry, which I've already reviewed over here. I mean, these are also more expensive, but it is a more premium version of the shoe. You've got suedes and just a bit more premium nature to the upper of the shoes. Some really nice details throughout the laces on this one. And then you've got things like the Community Garden Dunks, which are all completely unique and individual, with a canvas upper. You know, something that's just a little bit different to the standard Dunk Low that you get. Anyway, all of those shoes aside, the Dunk Low Black White is definitely a classic Dunk Low. So if you are looking to get a pair of these, you will have to look to the aftermarket. We do have quite a few pairs here at Story Cape Town, our marketplace store here in South Africa. And the good news is there was also a women's release, which dropped in sizes from about UK 3 to around UK 8, which basically there were a lot more pairs of in that release. So that's kind of brought the prices down on the women's sizes. So if you are between a 3 and an 8 UK, the prices are going to be a hell of a lot better than the men's sizes, at least locally here in South Africa. For those of you watching from the States, your release is only tomorrow, the 10th of March. I don't know why it was staggered. I only picked that up literally this morning and realized I hadn't reviewed these shoes yet, and I've had them for so long. But this is definitely a release that I would recommend going forward. Just from a colorway perspective, I think it will ramp up in value over time. And last but not least, from a sizing perspective, if you are looking to get a pair, I would recommend just going with your standard Dunk Low size. If you guys don't know what that is, you can always try on another pair of these Dunk Lows, whether that's in a store in your own territory or here at Story Cape Town in South Africa, Cape Town of course. From a price perspective, retail wise, they did release here for 1,799 Rand. I think that probably puts them around $100 in the US, That I'm not entirely sure of, but probably somewhere around there. But that is it for this quick review of the Nike Dunk Low Black White, aka the Pandas. A really awesome shoe to have in the collection. I'm super stoked that I have my pair of these. If you do have any further questions, please drop them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. But that is all from me for today, guys. Please don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe right here for more content like this down the line. But that's all for now, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.